Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's wee Paddy from across the Shuck, and I'm coming back today with another wee video for you today, and it's one of our posh videos. It's the HX Outdoors, and this is my one off it. Yeah, I gave one away for my 2,000 subs, a wee bit premature, but we gave that away. I gave another one away yesterday to somebody, and this is the last of the really good ones, and this was always going to be for me. And I chose the colour for me because I wanted a working knife with s35vn on it. So let's get on, shall we see it? I think that's a pretty good idea. Oh, sorry, one thing I was meant to say. Look, Gearbest is having huge sales at the minute. Get over there and check them out. Emily, my contact there, had told me that sent me a text at about 3 o'clock this morning. Obviously, I was in bed, saying at 1500 Chinese time, the power banks were on offer, and she gave me a specific one that was a 10,000 milliamp power bank, and it was reduced down from $25 to $9.99 or something. So they've got plenty of offers going on at the minute, especially in that section. So if it's something you need, go and check, have a look at it. I'll put the description for the one that you told me about, but I'm not sure whether it's just gone past or it's upcoming, but they have plenty there. There's plenty happening. This is the time to keep in contact with Gearbest. So much being going. It's just silly prices, do you know what I mean? And if you're not looking and not checking on it, just check what you need. You know, I don't want you to buy rubbish, but go and check things that you need. Now's the time to check up on them and get them at a really good price. So, with no further ado, let's get into the knife. Usual box, lovely magnetic bit, and then the best pouches on YouTube. And I'm going to move that out of the way due to the colour of this knife. Lovely pouches, we've shown them before on the channel. Best of the lot. Lovely pouch inside with the elastic strapping. Cracking little pouch. I love them. And they're small, they're just 4-1, which is great, and they're easily stowable away. And this is the knife. And I got the murdered out, the blacked out version. It's like how would you describe it? It's quite a smooth stonewash, black stonewash. Listen to that action, and there's the knife. Now that is a beautiful knife. I love it. You've got the milled pocket clip, which goes in and out of the pocket, lovely. Leaves just over 1/4 of an inch. Lock bar insert, and it's got an over travel stop on it. It is locking up at about 20%, which is absolutely fine. I can cope with 20%. It is just so lovely in hand. And I know it's not the lightest, by no means the heaviest. It's just the most comfortable tool that I know in hand at this weight. I love it. I'm just going to give you just let you see what it's like out of the box. I have not touched it. It's factory edge, and the bevels are exactly the same. It is just beautifully done. It's like you hardly even hear it, do you? And I like going through it nice and slow because look at that, right to the end. It is just done to perfection. As all the HX Outdoors that I've had they've been like that. They've just been beautifully made and put together. Yes, it's the copy of the Reich knife. Well, it's not a copy. They're just designed by the same person. And there is a few differences, obviously, in the handle, pocket clips. There's a few subtle differences, but the basic outline is the same as the Reich Thor. But Reich make this. So this is made by Reich and to their exacting standards. Absolutely just... Now, I could loosen the pivot in this, but I haven't yet. I haven't even put any oil in it, and I can actually feel it a wee bit gritty. So what I'll do is after I've done the review, I'll take it all apart, give it a nice wee oil in, and get her ready for action. And get her outside now in the summer, I hope, And see, this knife I can take into the woods and I have no worries. It's just so solid to lock up. So solid. Lovely front forward choil, which is good enough for any size finger. You know, it really is lovely. You sneak right up and get up and do a bit of work. Now, let's just see what weight it is. Now, the weight of this young lady is, well, that'll be difficult until you switch it on, Stephen. Ounces. It is 5.7 ounces. So she's a wee bit of good girth on her. She's a Marilyn Monroe figure, shall we say. A Marilyn Monroe figure, which is a fine figure now. It's a fine figure, and grams, she's 162. Now, the reason she is that weight, the reason she is that weight is the length of her. I mean, this, what do you see? This is 8 3/4 of solid titanium and s35vn. What's that in the metric? It is metric about 22 centimeters. The blade length is 9.5, and the blade length is about 4 inches. So we've got a substantial knife here. 5.7. That's fine. That is fine, because that's a work knife. I'm going to put that in my pocket when I'm going to do a bit of work. This is not for around the house. This is for going out and doing a bit of beating. And with S35VN titanium, and the blade stock itself, let's see, 1/8 of an inch. 1/8 of an inch. About nearly 3.5, 4 centimeters or millimeters. She is well constructed. You're not going to have any problems with this knife as far as work goes. But the joy of it, I mean, I do this, but you know, just going through cardboard, and right down, you can go down to the end. It's got a tanto, that reverse, well, not a reverse tanto, it's a tanto, but it's a very shallow tanto, but you can work the knife right down to the very edge, and it's as sharp at the tip as it is at the back, and that's what I like. And HX Outdoors have all been like that. They've all been really well put together. Now, already you know that I like it. I am going to highly recommend this. And I'm going to recommend this one even above just the plain grey titanium. If you want a work knife. Now, if you want a show knife, you can go for the plain titanium, and then you can go and get it anodized and do whatever you want. But I wanted this as a work knife. This is going to be the same to me as my PM2. You know, this is another work knife. Another big work knife. Now, it's bigger than it's about an inch bigger than the PM2. And the blade is substantially bigger. The cutting edge is half an inch bigger. But this is just a more robust tip. If I show you the tips on them up there, I'll put them together and I'll get my hand behind you. Let's see. Not doing a good job of this, Stephen. Right. There you go. Can you see the tips? The HX is a much stronger tip. So they're for different uses. This is also hard use, but with a tip you have to be a little bit cautious with. It's still a blooming good knife and it doesn't need it. But this is for if you want to get into wood and things like that. I would use this sort of around the house yard work, you know. But this, if you want to get into doing a bit of wood cutting. Now, I'm not saying it's a whittling knife. I'm just saying, you know, if you want something with a bit of substance, and if you want to jam something in with a tip, this would be the one to do it. I'll give you a little example of what they're like. You've seen, there's the PM2. Let's get them lined up here. Let's get them lined up and see what they're like. PM2, she's about 2 centimeters shorter, which is about, what, an inch? It should be under an inch shorter. And here's my other big beauty, my other work knife. This is my big yard knife. And there's only a couple, it's about quarter of an inch, if that, a quarter of an inch, if that. Oh, sorry, I'm not really doing that. Let me bring this up here. About a quarter of an inch, if that. I wasn't looking at the screen, I was just chittering away. But roughly the same size, and this is another big work knife. But again, if you want that, I have no fear with it. There's a blur, the Kershaw blur, much smaller, but when you put the blade up, the blade has about the same cutting edge as this. And the blur's another good worker, but more delicate around the tip than this. But I mean, the blade's one of my favourite little workers. The most underrated, and I'm saying it's underrated. I know it's been about for years. I'm new to the blur, and I just think it's a smashing knife. And what else have I got here to go? There's the Ganzo, and this is the Ganzo FB760, which, there we go, and it's about a, 3/4 of an inch shorter than it, about 3/4 of an inch shorter. So you've got a substantial big knife. You have, this is now the last of the big HX Outdoor. Well, it's not that, I think they have more. And I'm going to get some more of them because I've been really impressed with the action of them, with the usage of them, with the feedback I've had from my subscribers. Those who have just bought them and those who have had them before all comment on how good they are. Again, made by Reich. You're not going to get rubbish made by Reich. And I just think the attention to detail on them, it's just faultless. I can find very, very little. The only thing that's wrong with this, she's a wee bit dry. But I'll do that. I'll do that this afternoon probably. I'll take her apart, lube her all up and then put her away for a while. I've carried her off and on there for about 3 or 4 days. She's big. There's no doubt she's big, but big can be beautiful. That doesn't sound like a knife review, does it? There we go. I agree with both statements wherever they're going. I highly recommend it. I would have no hesitation whatsoever saying, go out and get this knife. I have a coupon down below that'll give you a discount on it. This is not the cheap knives. This isn't $20, $30. This is, this is up there with the dearest sort of knives that I do, but I believe it's worth it for what you're getting. The titanium and the s35vn. You're not going to get better than that today. That's top of the range. Top of the range. Not going to labour the point on it today. I'm suffering from a horrendously sore back. I'm hoping it's going to go away today. And I'm doped up to the neck with drugs, so I'll probably not even remember doing this. But I highly recommend it. I have used it. I enjoy it. And I've used the other ones and enjoyed them. But this one is mine. This one is my worker. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate you listening to my old waffle. I've got some nice new subscribers again now. I've been put back on YouTube's list for advertisements. I hope they're not annoying. Sometimes it can be. I tick all the boxes. I just have the ones that you can turn off before the video starts. I don't have them during the video or after. Now, if it is getting too much and you don't like them, please let me know and we'll try to come to another arrangement. We can always sort things out. There's no problem. I'll put in the name of that other power bank. I know I just checked it now and it's at $25, but check tomorrow and see what price it is. It said $1,500 or something tomorrow. Have a check tomorrow. That was Chinese time, so I have no idea. I can barely know what time it is in Ireland. So have a wee look at that, but just get on the gearbest and have a look all round. Get what you need now while it's cheap. Beautiful knife. Thank you so much. And I'm off, and I'm probably going to eat more painkillers. Have a lovely day. Yous are a bunch of great fellas. Bye-bye. And lassies. And lassies. Take care now. Bye-bye.